Good morning, it's Wednesday, April 16th, 2014, and welcome to this edition of Wednesday Morning Live. I'm Bennett.
And I'm Trey. We start off today's program with some sad news. This will be the last year that Capers Carlton will be teaching PE. Mr. Carlton has been working at Summit School for 37 years as a gymnastics coach and started working as a physical education teacher 35 years ago. He has also coached softball and track briefly. He served in the U.S. Navy for some time. Mr. Carlton coached PE with Mr. Mahalko and Ms. Russo. Luckily for Summit, Mr. Carlton will continue teaching the gymnastics team. Mr. Carlton is known for his fun attitude and will be missed from the physical education program.
The winter weather has harshly affected North Carolina. Many people lost power, some for over a week. Trees fell on cars and houses, and some blocked major roads. The ice caused a truck to fall off a bridge, hit a gas line, and destroyed a building. North Carolina has brought companies from several different states to help clean the mess up. Hopefully spring is just around the corner.
Twin Cities Soccer and Tri-Elite, which are rival associations, were considering a merge, but the deal has since been rejected by Tri-Elite. But why were they going to merge in the first place? On the evening of March 6th, the board of Tri-Elite denied it just because they felt like it was in their best interest to not merge at all. Sponsorships will remain and nothing will change, so the once rival associations look like they'll be playing each other for years to come.
What are you doing for summer? Are you considering going to Summit Summer? If not, well then maybe you should. Summit Summer is a program for kids 3 years old through rising 10th graders. It offers over 80 camps ranging from princess practice to RoboFusion to jazz band to radio camp. Each camp is run by a Summit staff member to ensure safety. Most camps take place at Summit, but take frequent field trips. Camps run from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Aftercare runs till 5:30. Popular camps include CSI Camp and Robotics Camp. Camps start on June 23rd and end on August 8th, but all camps take a week off during the 4th of July. Summit Summer is also a great way to share Summit. 60% of campers attend other schools. So whether you are a Summit student or not, Summit Summer is a great opportunity for you.
Bruno Banani is the new name for Fuam Semi, the luger from Tonga. It is also the name of a German men's underwear company. Simi changed his name to the Undies brand because he didn't have enough money to go to Sochi, Russia. Banani decided to become an Olympic luger after hearing a radio ad asking for someone to come try out. He then flew to Germany to begin his training. This reminds us that luger is spelled with a G, not an S.
Are video gaming consoles at the end of their lifetime? Video gaming consoles are pieces of technology that are used for mutton-bashing, high-definition entertainment on your television. Was started and almost ended by the Atari Jaguar, saved by the Nintendo Entertainment System, and was followed by the legendary 16-bit console wars between the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and the Sega Genesis. But do gaming consoles really have a purpose? It is not looking to it, since PCs are more capable of doing things other than gaming and have even more technology. Do I think that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo will be in their last battle? Sadly, yes. PCs can do all the things that consoles can do, and even more. Also, the casual video game players will play on their Androids and iPhones, not paying hundreds of dollars just to get the best gaming experience. What do you think? Back to you two, Ben and Trey.
The Summit School Parent Association is sponsoring May Frolics. May Frolics is a family-friendly event with games and events for all ages. The date and time of May Frolics is Friday, May 9th from 5 until 8. The location of May Frolics is on the back athletic field, also known as the baseball field. May Frolics is a fundraiser for the Parent Association, and it also builds school spirit. Parents and students can volunteer, and there will be inflatables. Dinner will be available for purchase. Upper school students can volunteer for in-school service hours. You can ask your advisor for more information and watch the board in the upper school hallway for sign-up sheets.
Now it's time for our Passionate People segment, which spotlights Summit students doing things they love.
Hi, I'm Will, and I love writing my own stories on my own free time. Most of the time, my stories don't make a grain of sense, but that is fun for me. I love using my imagination, especially in these stories. I also like to write movie scripts. I've been doing this since 3rd grade, and it's been with me ever since. For passionate people, I'm Will.
The movie Mr. Peabody and Sherman was released to rave reviews in March. It was directed by Rob Minkoff, who also directed The Lion King. The movie is about a boy and his dog, or a dog and his boy. The main characters in the movie originate from the old show Rocky and Bullwinkle. In that show, Peabody was just a sideshow and not very important. In this movie, Mr. Peabody invented the first time machine, called the Wayback, a red sphere that travels through time. In the original, the Wayback was a door with lots of clockwork and electronics attached. How the movie differs from the original is that Mr. Peabody is really caring, but in the show he acted emotionless. Finally, Mr. Peabody was always dog-like. He walked on all fours. But in the remake, Peabody is human-like and walks on hind legs. Mr. Peabody is a fun movie, and it teaches kids about responsibility, as well as right and wrong.
The PGA Tour is now banning belly putters. Belly putters are very long putters that you place against your belly and chest. But the traditional way of putting is to use your arms, not your belly. The original intent of the rule is that players must putt with their arms only. The players that use these putters are putting with their belly, not their arms. The PGA committee has ruled that players are not allowed to use belly putters starting in 2016. This will affect not only the players in the PGA, but also college and amateur players.
3 years ago, Kayla Montgomery, a Mount Tabor long-distance runner, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis disease. MS is a disease that affects the brain and spinal cord, resulting in loss of muscle control, vision, balance, and sensation. With MS, the nerves of the brain and spinal cord are damaged by one's own immune system. You would think that after being diagnosed, Kayla would quit, but she kept on running, and now she has won the girls' state title at IV Redmond Sports Complex in Kernersville. MS blocks nerve signals from her legs to her brain, particularly as her body temperature increases. Intense exercise can also trigger weakness and instability. As Kayla runs, she goes numb, continuing to move forward almost as if she's on autopilot. But when she attempts to stop, she can lose control, and she collapses at the end of every race. Kayla Montgomery's story is truly amazing, and now there's talk of a movie about Kayla and her miraculous story. Now here's Andrew with WML Weather.
Hey, I'm Andrew with the Wednesday Morning Live weather update. The next couple of days will be a bit cooler, but there won't be much rain. Highs will be in the mid-60s with lows in the lower 40s. Good Friday will be mostly cloudy, but the temperatures warm up over the weekend, and the sun pops back out with highs in the mid-70s and overnight lows in the upper 40s. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you've got. For Wednesday Morning Live, I'm Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew. Let's go to Walter for our WML Sports. Whammy!
I'm Walter with the Wednesday Mornings Live Sports Report. It rained yesterday and there are no sports scores, but I can spin this ball on my finger. For Wednesday Morning Live, I'm Walter.
Thanks, Walter. That'll do it for this edition of Wednesday Morning Live. For all of us here at WML, I'm Trey.
And I'm Vinny. You stay classy, Summit School.